Oh, by the way, did you see this? So what should we order for dinner? How about meatloaf?
Aw, meatloaf.
Poor meatloaf.
I met him.
Really? At the AGO?
No, I met him on the street in Toronto. And
No way.
He was Bad Outta Hell was playing.
I think it was just a homeless man.
And I said, Mr. Meatloaf, and he laughed so hard. I said, Mr. Meatloaf, I just love you so much. You're like such a big part of my like growing up.
Yeah.
And I said it so smooth and so cute. And he goes, oh, thank you, sweetie. And he like gave me a little hug.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he was so nice. He
When
gives
was
like
that?
a big bear hug. This was like maybe 10 years ago.
That's
when Bad Outta Hell
exciting.
had come out.
Well, this episode's for meatloaf.
How's
that sound?
This one's for Mr. Meatloaf.
Well, hello, spooky friends.
Hey, spooky friends. Welcome back.
We have a special guest. The person who's responsible for 92.6% of my stupidity, tomfoolery, dickishness, and my 100% for my existence. This is my father, Charlie.
Hi, welcome.
So, how long ago was it that you and I were in that apartment? 15 years ago, let's say? That happened?
Doing what?
With the spirit?
Oh, yes.
Easy.
That was about 20 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, about 20 years ago. Yeah, about 2002. Mm-hmm. So, from what I remember, Catherine, my dad and I were at his house. We were sitting around for the afternoon. It was early evening, probably around this time.
No, it was at nighttime.
Was it?
Yeah, middle of the night.
Couldn't have been the middle of the night.
It was. You slept over. You were
Really?
drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, you were having a bit too much. And,
so he remembers it a little more than I do.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure I left.
No. Oh, maybe you left early in the morning.
Yeah, okay. So I was there. I was drinking.
Yeah.
You were there.
Yeah.
We were sitting in the living room. We were just chatting.
Stuff. Photogenic memory.
Tell everybody.
When you were a child.
That's right.
Baby.
We were talking about that.
Yes, that's right.
So I looked over to my left and I saw a figure enter the living room from the hallway and go behind a chair that was sort of sitting with its back to the hallway.
Exactly.
And what did you see?
That's exact same thing. I saw it, and as soon as I saw it was more like smoke.
Yeah.
But clearly, it was a poor boy.
Yeah.
With
a hat.
Boy, a telegraph bag.
Yeah.
Newspaper bag.
Like a newsy hat.
Wow.
A hat. He went right around the corner, right behind the chair. Chris sees it first, and I just went, well, we've seen it at the same time, really.
Yeah, sure.
But obviously.
I reacted first.
You reacted, and I went, and then you went, you saw that, right, Dad? And I go, yeah. He goes, what was it? And I told him what it was, and he said, he told me what it was. I said, yeah, that's exactly what I saw.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did you ever figure out what it was? Like
No, it was obviously a spirit of a newspaper boy
or
kid.
Right? And
Like a
that
10-year-old.
cat was gone under the bed. We had a cat, totally gone under the bed.
And the cat ever acted that way before?
Never. And the temperature of the room was cold.
Yeah, it dropped.
Yeah, it dropped. And my hair was sticking up.
And you don't believe in this nonsense?
I never believed in ghosts, no.
Until then.
Or spirits. Until then, obviously. But I've never seen another one.
Yeah.
So was it just the one time you saw?
Not for me. He sees them all the time.
And did it make you a believer after?
Well, yeah, of that incident, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So he's just coming to deliver the paper.
Who knows?
Probably,
and the funny thing about where the building was is not an area of the city that would have had a lot of history. Those buildings going up were probably the first things that went up on that spot.
They're old.
Really, though?
Yeah.
How old?
I'd say those buildings are probably about 70 years old, maybe.
Really?
But when you lived there, were they that old?
Maybe
they
at the
never
time.
rebuilt them. They're just small little brown buildings.
From back in the day.
Yeah, they're like type of buildings where early tenants move in first apartment or...
He's right, because even a kid in the 40s could have dressed that way.
That's right.
And those buildings would have been there, probably freshly built in the 40s.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so we saw it firsthand. It was right there.
You wanted to revisit.
Wanted to pop in and deliver the daily news.
I mean, he could have even been one of those boys that like comes and brings sandwiches and stuff. Like they had this back in the day, but they would have had a trouble on the construction sites, right? Like they didn't have the safety
It
standards.
looked like he had
I never thought of that.
newspaper bag. Though.
Yeah, it looked like
newspaper?
a newspaper
Yeah,
bag
like
over
a
his shoulder.
telegram. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But you're right, they did have delivery kids that would come to construction sites. I would have to wonder if anyone died on the site building the buildings or in the building.
We might have to research it.
We
Doesn't
might
have to
wanna-
be a death, but
What was the number of the street? Don't say the street name, but what was the number?
26.
26. Okay, we'll look into it and we'll see if we can find anything.
That's so interesting.
So interesting. But we have somebody who has become a believer who didn't believe before
Didn't believe and then believes.
and then believes.
And nothing has happened to you since,
No.
other than raising him.
Other than this product here.
He's a cryptid, basically.
That's it. Other than
it.
this creature
That's it.
that is the spawn of his loins.
Oh boy,
And that's about it.
that's crazy.
Well, there you have it. That is my father, Charlie, and he was eerily spooked out 20 years ago by a presence that was in his old apartment. And since then, I think you moved into another unit, didn't you? And then eventually to the unit that you're in now in
And
another
in case
part of the new
anybody
house.
was wondering where he gets his good looks from,
It's not you.
it's
It's
I
my
see.
mother. It's my mother.
Oh.
Of course. Well, spooky friends, if you have not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button, or as they say it in the kids these days, smash the subscribe button.
Oh, smash it, baby.
Slap that. That like
no.
you'd slap
Ooh.
a ham in the middle of the night.
Spank that button.
Spank
Yeah,
that button. Spank that button, and be sure to share the podcast and the channel with your spooky friends and people who are easily offended by things that are creepy, weird, and spooky.
And very bothersome.
Very
I'm
bothersome.
referring to your son in that scenario.
All right, guys, we'll see you in my favorite place, the future. And remember, stay spooky.